Well, hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you, maybe I can find a pencil. Oh, it's over there. How to get the most accurate cuts. The most accurate cuts out of a jigsaw. Alright. Now, first thing we gotta do is know where we're going to cut. This is one of my 7-foot side pieces. There we go. That's bound 7 foot. I'm gonna mark 7 foot. Alright. Take that tape off. I'm gonna take my square. This is the only 3 tools I'm using today: square, C-clamp, and jigsaw. I marked it at 7 foot. Alright. I'm going to take my C-clamp. I'm going to back it off a little bit. Maybe a little bit more than that. And just lightly clamp it to the wood for right now. Now I'm going to take my jigsaw and I'm going to line up the blade very carefully. There we go, blade's lined up. Make sure that your speed square is locked in. Tighten down the clamp. Put that to the side. Now that it's clamped in place, the blade can't go any further in. You always want to put it to the inside of the cut from the scrap. We could take the saw, and there we go. We got a 90-degree 7-foot cut, all because the square is in place, so it can't walk off. And as long as you're holding the saw tight to your speed square, it'll stay perfectly straight on the cut, no matter whether or not you've got a little twist in the blade like I do here. And that's it. That's the easiest, quickest way to make a straight cut with a jigsaw. Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Now what I got was 1x3 furring strip. A furring strip is a great bit of wood, but there's a rough side and there's a nice and smooth side. I don't know if you can hear the difference. The rough side, put to the inside. The smooth side, put to the outside. Ain't that difficult. I'm using 7-foot boards, but I'm only putting 3 in the middle. 3 spacers in the middle. Now my spacers are cut so that way when it's all finished, it comes out to an even 30 inches wide for this, well, 24 inches wide for the 2 middle ones. Which I'm doing a 24 inch right now. If the dog gets out of the way, I can move. First things first, that I want to take and mark, and where did my pen go? I had a pen disappear. I'm back, I found the marking device. Oop. Might as well turn on the light so I can see. But I know it's going to be 21-inch spacing. Now I'm working from the wrong side, so I got to add up. So I know it'd be 63, 42, 21. There's 63, 42, 21. Oh boy. I'm trying to do all this on the floor is not exactly the nicest thing to do on the back. Alright. Now, I take my square again. It's the same square that I just used to make sure that the saw stayed at 90 degrees. And I just go through and I mark. Now I'm going to mark both boards the same way so I know where my centers are. Alright, now we're going to start the ends. And when it comes to the ends, you want the rough side to be on the inside. But you see we get some bad spots in some of this wood. It's because it's furring strip. Alright, so here's a nice one. We're going to put this one on an end that'll face out. The first end that I have that faces out is right here. And I still got the lumberyard staple in it. Did not notice that. We'll pull the lumberyard staple out. Line her up. Alright, she looks good. So, I'll take the board off the end. Pop open our wood glue. We're going to put wood glue on the face of the inside board. Now you're not going to be able to hear me in a minute, but this is going to get kind of loud. So I'm going to be banging. Bring it back and line it right back up. Now if I wasn't using wood glue, I'd use screws to hold this together, but as I'm using wood glue, I use 1.5-inch panel nails, as this is some lightweight wood. I don't want to split it, but it's stronger than what I was using, so I didn't need the wire nails. I need something a little stronger. Just try to hold your board square and tap slowly. There we go, it's seated, it's nice and flush. And we seat the nail. We got to put another nail in, keep it square. As right now I can still twist back and forth. Done. Now that'll hold together and the glue will set up. And most glues will actually draw together, not push apart. I'm going to go ahead and do the last 4 the same way on this one. Flip it over and I'll bring you right back. Well, let's tilt the camera up this time so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Well, as you can see, they're on there just fine. So what's next is to try to get this board on. First thing we want to do is we want to put our wood glue on now. Hopefully the dog doesn't knock this all over. You don't need that much wood glue. I'm sorry, I know I'm standing right in front of your view. Just a little bit of wood glue. Per end. Now, we take our center post. We can line up our center with the center post. I got that twisted. There we go. We have our center lined up. We can nail in the center. And work our ways to the outside. reason why you work from the center on the opposite side is to make sure it all stays square. Because now you could wind up with a lean somewhere, and that lean's no good. But you're drawing it all together this way. And as you're drawing it together, it takes most of the light bowing and other things out of the wood. Which happens whenever you're using any type of wood. Now it won't take major bows out, but it will take some minor ones and make them a lot less on you. Two more nails and I'm done. This piece. You're gonna get to see my backside, I guess. That's how easy it is to put together a section of bench work. That glue will dry, it'll become hard as a rock, and then this thing won't wobble as much. It already doesn't wobble that much anyways. But it's completely stable and sturdy. I don't know what's on now. Alright. Done. I've got one more to build tonight. That's it. I've done the video once before, that failed. Now I'm doing another video on my third one that I've built. That's how easy it is to build framed bench work. I'll be doing risers and all in another video, and then I'll be transferring the original track. It's already laid out and everything else. It's already on plywood. I'm just going to be transferring that to these frames. My original plan with 3/8 plywood, unfortunately, due to the humidity in the area, did not work out well. I wound up with a lot of sagging in the middle of the 7-foot sections that I can't reverse and I can't take out. Well, this is what I'm going to have to be doing. Now, as you can see, there's 5 pieces of wood in the middle. There's 2 stringers on the outside. It's pretty much just like framing a house. I've got them on 21-inch centers instead of 16-inch centers. It's the only difference. The previous layout used 14-inch centers. Well, this is a much stronger material. I should be able to get away with that 6-inch increase. If not, I can always go back and add more stringers. However, 1x3 cost about $2 a board for an 8-foot board. So cost kind of outweighed what we got. Unfortunately, I cannot build another one tonight because I don't have enough nails. I thought 2 packs would do it, but obviously needed a third. This is another $1.50 that I didn't want to spend. So, all in total for all the lumber, all the materials, and I accidentally bought 2 extra pieces of 1x3, so I've got more than enough to do whatever I need to do in order to make sure I've got support underneath of where I need to support it. And that's it. I spent a total of $38 and some change to completely redo my bench work. Now, the hard part's going to be transferring it from the plywood it sits on to the new 1x3 frames, and I will be taking you through step by step on that. The whole point of this series of videos is to show that if we do make a mistake as modelers, mine was on an engineering standpoint, which a lot of modelers don't even like to do. They'd rather hire a carpenter to do this. Mine was on engineering. So, what you got to do? Make stronger bench work or try to bolster up that plywood again and again and again. Now, fortunately, even after doing all that, I can suggest Tybond 3 or Tybond 2 for any of your benchwork construction. The reason why is because I can't even break the joints loose on the other one that easy. So I know that this wood glue is perfect. It's going to take you a sledgehammer to knock all parts apart. Here's my little helper mini-me. If she'd come here. Are we getting progress done? You gonna like to run this layout? I'm gonna enjoy taking it to shows and raising money for Limb Body Wall Complex. Now, if you want to help out and make this any quicker or easier, please feel free to donate to my Patreon at N4F450. Patreon.com/N4F450. And just throw $1 or $2. It's just a tip. I'm feeding you information so that you can save money. Just throw me a little bit back. I'm not actually begging on that. I'll still do videos no matter what. But the more income that I'd get, the quicker you'd see videos coming up. Right? Well, this is the end of 2019. This is December 31st, 2019. Say Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Say. Alright, she wants to pull the shy one, so I'll say it. Happy New Year, everybody. Now let's make 2020 best year we can, right? Why don't you put the thumbs up too? Alright, have a good one, everybody.